Inoue took out cool boy Stephen Fulton.
Oof.
You know, in his native land, Fulton traveled many of miles with his title belts in tow, but he left to go home without them. Big bro, the hype is real. Inoue, who has been seen at the top of many pound for pound lists for a while now. Everyone's like, well, he ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. He doesn't deserve to be there. My question is, does this solidify him? Let's just leave it at that. I'll ask the second question later. Does this solidify Inoue as, if not a top pound for pound fighter in the game?
He's not the top. The top is going to come out of the 29th. Whoever wins that fight, to me, should be number one. Should be number one pound for pound. All right? That's hands down to me. Anyway, he's good. I actually watched this fight all the way through. This is his
Yeah.
first fight that I really paid attention to. I understand what they're saying. He's coming from a low weight class coming up. He's doing the Manny Pacquiao thing. It's looking good. Scooter looked like he was out of place in Japan. They tried to say it at the time zone. I'm not giving no excuses why Inoue won this fight. Because
Right.
Inoue went in there with a game plan and picked this boy apart and caught him slipping and put him to sleep.
Facts.
Fulton did not once go offensive. He tried with the snap jab. He tried with the counter punches, but I think Inoue's power surprised him. And another thing I was looking at is Scooter's legs were small. I thought his legs were a little bit bigger than that. And when the fight started, I'm like, oh, he don't really have that much power. Like he's not moving. Look, Inoue's good. He's very technical. He's got skills. He's been knocked down. I've seen his knockdowns. He gets up and he puts on the clinic. I'm not gonna doubt this guy. Tank called him out. Let's see if he takes him.
I mean, they already have his next fight lined up, so that's a perfect parlay into my next question, big bro. How long do you think it'll be before Inoue fights a fighter like Fulton, or what I'm really trying to say, the quote unquote African American fighter? Not just any, a top.
Well, first off, they're going to give him another. I ain't going to call it a cherry pick. They're going to give him a guy that's almost at that stature. You know what I mean? They're going to give him a guy there so he can get a defense under the belt. And then there's wolves. If he goes up, there's wolves. That's all I'm telling you. There's wolves at the next weight, the next 10 pounds, the next 5 pounds. There's guys waiting on him. Is he ready? I don't know. I'm not going to doubt him. I'm not going to say he is. But the one thing I can say, he's not number one pound for pound. I'm not going to sit here and say he's got to show me more. He showed me enough. He's got skills. He can play. It's time to start going for the dogs. That's all I'm saying. Don't start doing the Canelo, getting the belt and ducking around people and not fighting. You want to be that great? You want to be that man? You want to be compared to Pacquiao? Pacquiao fought everybody. I will say that Pacquiao did not run. He just didn't take a drug test when he needed to. So,
you're referring to the Floyd fight?
The Floyd fight. Yes, sir.
Understandably so, big bro. And that's what I was going to ask you. What is it about the Asian fighter, the Pacquiao? Is it this the Pacquiao rub? The poverty-stricken community, or the small guy who was unforeseen, who's doing great things. He's got power when they didn't think he had power, and he's coming up and he's got a great record, bro. What is why is it okay? Is it what makes these guys? What
I
makes,
know where you're going.
The question is, what makes these guys pop? Is it the fact that there are so many people in their native land that get behind them because they can identify with them, or is it the legitimate skill? Because there could be, in my opinion, somebody, out of Brooklyn, out of Philadelphia, that's got equal or better skills than an Inoue, but an Inoue who has a whole country behind him. He's of an ethnicity, a race that doesn't do this as often as others. All this intrigue plus the backing, is that what makes these guys megastars versus the guy over here getting it out the mud but there's other guys, a lot of other guys like him that are doing it. Do you get my question?
Yeah,
Am I off base with that?
Yeah, no, I know exactly. I'm gonna give it to you right here. This is a great analogy right here. It's the Jeremy Lin phenomenon. Other than Yao Min, he was the big dude playing. Jeremy Lin was crossing boys over, shooting the J, making moves that you don't see too many Asian guys doing. You got the Bruce Lee. Remember, 30 years ago, people used to be scared of Asians because we all thought that the martial arts that they fucking studied and they did, they would fuck people up for a small guy.
Not
you know
to
what
cut
I'm saying?
Off, they'd be like, "Oh, he's Asian. He knows karate." Like that's
exactly.
How people
you know what I'm saying? Hey, I was scared of dudes in school because they were Asian. The Laos boys, I'm not fucking with them dudes, man. So that stigma of that, and then the UFC came, and they, instead of separating the arts and how they were doing it, they put it all in one. You know what I'm saying? And then if you go and look at all the Chinese movies with Jet Li, Bruce Lee, Donnie Yen, they're beating up American boxers. You know what I'm saying? They're putting their style up against American boxing. So now that they actually got somebody that can actually fucking fight and put up this fucking thing, yes, they're going to back them. They're going to back them. It's just like Ichiro in baseball. You don't see too many of them. You know what I mean? They're going to back them. Back when the Negro League started, and before we started getting good at sports, we backed the one guy we saw in there, Jackie Robinson.
I don't like how you said Negro. You said Negro. Go ahead though.
I said Negro, bro.
No,
so
it's all good.
Don't try to come
down. It's all good. I'm
bro.
Hey,
you tripping.
It's all good. It's all
you
good.
Fucking tripping, bro. But that's what it is, man. Like the Mexican fighters. Like, look, Andy Ruiz was the first heavyweight. Yeah. I said Negroes, bro. You
still on that, bro?
I'm just saying, bro. You making me question what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz got a heavyweight belt, and he got backed by the country, man. It's just, when it's something rare like that, we're so used to seeing black fighters. Even in movies, the guy go, "I got jumped." Well, by who? It was like 5 black guys. Obviously, you get beat up by a black dude. It's like, oh man, well they can fight, and it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different. It's. I'm not saying that we're the greatest fighters in the world or nothing like that. I'm just saying,
I mean, you wouldn't be off base if you said that. Like, not to be racial, but think about it.
I get it.
MMA and boxing. Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I mean but that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like the norm. You know what I mean? So it's like we got so many different fighters that could be the next, and they're literally could be the next, like easily. They just get one loss or whatever. They do something stupid. But in other cultures and other races, they don't have it. Like Asia, look at it. We got a guy here named Brandon Lee. He's in 125. He's Vietnamese. Nobody talks about him. He's undefeated. He's beaten black fighters, but nobody talks about it. I think he's like 18 or 19-0 right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, until somebody makes a wave. He's just making a wave right now. So yeah, I see exactly why they're doing it. But I still like how ESPN is promoting it and putting other people down to make it look like this guy's like the phenomenon great. Yes, he's a phenomenon, but is he like superly great like you're trying to say he is? Not exactly. Don't snub people who deserve to be up there, that put that work in front of your face, just to put somebody up there because you want the clout and the hype and all that. That's my only problem with it. He's good, though, and I'm not going to deny that.
I'll put a button on it. Well said, bro. And I'll put a button on it by saying this. Stephen Fulton was highly touted coming in. Everybody respects him as a really good boxer, a top boxer. Just because Inoue proved that his hype isn't fake and he put away Fulton, let's not try to say Fulton's trash now. Fulton's still a good boxer. And he will still do great things in this sport. Inoue is just better. Okay, so it is what it is. Respect to everybody that gets in there. These guys put their lives on the line. These guys were top coming in. Neither one of them were trash coming out. That's all I'll say about that.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree.